Perhaps you're looking at your roster right now feeling overwhelmed, saying that, man, these characters just are coming too quickly. I don't have the resources to build things up. We just want to encourage you to pause and stop for a moment. There's a lot of different information out there. I'm never an advocate for skipping characters, but I recognize if one is feeling overwhelmed, then we just need to stop for a minute, take a breath, look around, reassess. There are teams which are more important, that do have a higher priority. Ones that you invest in them, they will pay you back in your roster, right? They will contribute back to you in some way. And there's other ones that you could slow down a little bit on, make sure that you have all the pieces in place before you push them ahead. Let's go to the game so I can show you what I mean. First off, we got the teams that we believe will pay you back. These teams are going to pay the bills. We're going first off with the Winter Guard. Now, we recognize this is a war offense team, but it's not just about war. This is the newest team, the first team in the Stats 3.0 era. So mathematically, this roster has the potential, this team has the potential to be bigger than anything else on your roster. They are also a Stormbound team, so we do have some speculation here that since this is the last Stormbound team for Chapter 3, that they will indeed be included in whatever events come to pass in Chapter 4. Again, in the meantime, they're still very strong. They're going to work wonders, do well for your roster. They should do very well in unlocking Thunderstrike. So on my main account, as you can see, I already got them at 7 stars. But if you're still coming in, if you're still learning, if you're still trying to get this character unlocked, if you're still trying to get stars for this character, the Winter Guard team should help you to make that happen. In addition, the modifications, the rule set when it comes to Battle World, trying to unlock the Sentry. So I'm missing 10 shards here to get the unlock. And again, perhaps you're like me, you haven't gotten the unlock yet. The Winter Guard team is going to get, again, the benefit of having the rules bent in their favor when it comes to fighting against the Battle World boss Sentry, meaning you should be able to get more shards because you should be able to get more knockouts. On the free-to-play side of things, if we need more Red Guardian, we could farm him here at Nexus 86. Now, I don't recommend using your campaign energy to farm characters at the moment. We're using what we can to get the resources that we need. We need gold, we need training materials. So I'd rather go after those nodes instead. If you're really desperate, you could go ahead and get a couple of shards from here on Nexus 86. But keep in mind, he's also going to be available inside of the shop. So if you don't, again, have them unlocked yet, we have Red Guardian in Yelena here for shop credits. This is an easy way to farm to get the characters that you need so you don't have to use campaign energy. Omega Red is a legendary character. If you don't have him, you just want to go to the event section there. We already got him unlocked, so he won't show up. But if you were to scroll around here, you would see a picture of Omega Red. Just go through that legendary event, and that's how you would get that character unlocked. The next team that I think is really important that will return dividends to you are the Immortal Weapons. Now, this is a raid team, and a lot of people just say, well, raids are just a chore. You're just doing your chores with raid teams. Individuals who say that are sorely mistaken. They're wrong. They're missing out on a main point. Yes, raids are chores. In a sense, you got to do them every day. They give you the resources that you need to build up the rest of your characters, the rest of your teams. So you need to do raids. However, one thing that we do forget about is that raid teams are very, very resilient. They're one of the few teams that are always built with some type of healing mechanic. And because of that, we use raid teams in war. We use them in Cosmic Crucible. So just think, right now, Alliance War is going on. Did you see any raid teams on defense? Did you use any raid teams? We just finished with Cosmic Crucible. Same deal. Did you see any raid teams on defense? Did you use any raid teams in Cosmic Crucible? I'm willing to bet the answer is yes. Raid teams are important. They are one of the teams you can use in the Echoes of the Abyss. Now, I would not recommend you build them up for this event. That's not what I'm saying. It's just a byproduct. If you already have them up and ready, that's just another team you can use to help you score higher and higher in the event. They were also my go-to team for the Danger Room. We were able to get the one shot on my main account, at least, because I already have the characters up to gear tier 19, a couple of them at gear tier 20. We were just able to bulldoze our way through, finish that off. Again, Immortal Weapons, they're really good. Raid teams are important. Of course, the arena staple, the Fantastic Four MCU, they're not going anywhere. They're made to be the arena team for the moment, so they'll continue to be the team until they're replaced. Arena teams only come around really once a year. Something's going to happen when Annihilus comes out, he's going to be dominant in some way, shape, or form in Arena. We're not 100% sure how that's going to work. Are we still going to be using Fantastic Four MCU members? Are we going to be using the legendary characters? Are we going to somehow blend this together? I'm not sure, but for the moment, if you need to get your power cores in the Arena, Fantastic Four MCU is the way to go. Now we're going to get into the tier 2 teams, right? These are kind of the specialists. They're good, but their focus is more narrow. And right now we got the New Mutants. They're excellent Cosmic Crucible characters. However, they don't do a whole lot else. Right now, though, they are helpful in the Cosmic War event in the Command Center. So there's just free points available there if you use them. If you already got them unlocked, go ahead, get your free points. They are entering the free-to-play system at this time. You can find them in the chapter store. Kind of in that same category is the Brimstone team. I'm kind of putting them in that tier 2 in the middle. Now, obviously, I don't have mine built up because I don't mess with demons. But with the Winter Guard coming into play, Brimstone was the strongest Alliance War team until now, the Winter Guard. So I'm not saying that this team is old. Obviously, they're not. They're still very relevant. They're still very strong. But I think that what's going to happen is all the nice little bonuses, right? All the just extra stuff that they were giving to the Brimstone team when it was time to build them up. They're going to be flipping that over to the Winter Guard team. So again, just keep in mind, if you have to decide, if you have to pick between the two, if you haven't built one yet, then I would go with the newest one, the Winter Guard team. Not that Brimstone is bad. They're very, very strong. They're going to be around for a while, right? So that's why I'm kind of putting them in that second mid-tier bracket. Now, this is what I think we would call a trap team. That's not really a term that I subscribe to. I would just say it's not time to build this team just yet. We're talking about the Retcon team. Why? Because we don't have Jeff the Landshark. So for many of us, it's going to take a number of weeks, perhaps a number of months for us to unlock this character. And without Jeff, the team does not function. So that means the rest of the characters aren't doing anything. They're just sitting there collecting dust. They're not going to work as part of the Retcon team without Jeff the Landshark. So there's no point in investing in the team until we unlock that character. If you need shards for the character, again, I would go ahead and click on them, hit find, find them. Again, I don't really advocate farming them in the nodes, but they are indeed in the chapter stores. So if you need those characters, I would go ahead and just slowly start building them up just so we can be ready for when Jeff hits our account. Then we can go ahead and power up the characters and have the Retcon team up and running. I would say these are the best teams for the month of January. We recognize that people have difficulty sometimes knowing what to build and why. People are short on resources. So if you can only build one team at a time, then just go ahead and go with the newest one. Go with the Winter Guard team. Retcon will be coming up after that. And then we'll see down the pipe and see what team will be coming up next and how that will reshape this list. Let me know if we're spot on. Let me know if you have any other questions. And hey, if you haven't seen this video over here, please check it out. It's legit.